What's up, everybody? Time for another session of Meet the PBA Staff. I'm your host, Brian DROLET. Please help me welcome a very special guest, Palm Beach Autographs, amazing employee, Jacob Williams. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, Brian. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Thanks for coming on the show here. You know, we're going viral recently on TikTok, on Instagram, so you're going to have tons of fans after this.
Yeah, our social media content creators just been doing a phenomenal job for us, and it's been blowing up, not just TikTok, but Instagram as well. And, you know, not surprising at all that we're gaining a lot of followers on all of our platforms. So
I knew I liked this guy. I knew I liked VIP employee right here. So tell me, what were you doing before you started working at Palm Beach Autographs?
So yeah, before I started working at Palm Beach Autographs, I was working at Publix, still in school. So when and actually the story on kind of how I got hired was, came to the store all the time, went in one day, one of my buddies was going to get something embroidered on his little guitar strap, and talked with Steve, who's one of our owners and founders, and had a conversation, and that's kind of how it all got started.
Wow, good thing your buddy had that guitar strap. Otherwise, you could still be at Publix. You know what I mean?
I could be. I don't know if I'd be at Publix, but I might not be here. So yeah.
Hey, they make great subs. I recommend the turkey. So before you got involved here, were you big into sports memorabilia, sports? Like, what was your knowledge of this sort of thing before working here?
Yeah, that's a great question. I was big into sports, loved sports, followed sports, attended games, played sports. In the sports memorabilia side, that always fascinated me and interested me, but never really saw a store that kind of specialized in sports memorabilia until I came across Palm Beach Autographs. And then once I started going into the Palm Beach Autographs store, that's when I started to become really interested in just the sports memorabilia autograph side of sports.
What sport did you play?
So I played baseball. I played all sports, but baseball mostly in high school and then a little bit in college.
All right. What was your first autograph you ever got in life as a kid, as an adult? Do you remember your first autograph?
Yeah, so another great question. I would say my first day working at Palm Beach Autographs was in December of 2017, and I actually went and did a Mercury Morrison Jim Kick autograph signing. So they were Dolphins running backs. They were part of the 1972 perfect season team. So I'd say that's probably my first autograph I got, but I really don't count that. I'd say got hired in late December of 2017 or early December of 2017, and not until February of 2018 where we go and we worked. We have a partnership with the Honda Classic, now the Cosnetip Classic, to where I did a little bit of autograph seeking myself through there, and I got a Ricky Fowler autograph on one of the pin flags.
Nice.
For the Honda Classic. So that's, I'd probably say, was my first autograph I think I've ever gotten. That is kind of okay, legit on a cool item, want to keep, and was always contemplating on should I sell it, give it to a friend, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep on to this because this is kind of my first big time autograph that I've gotten that I wanted to keep. So
nice.
That's what I kind of say is my first autograph. Got autographs younger as a kid, but on hats, stuff that you can't really keep that you'd want to keep, but I'd count that as my first autograph.
All right. And is there an autograph since then that you're so happy you have? Do you have a favorite one in your collection, or would that be it?
No, so I got a couple. They're actually around the same guy. So grew up a big Gators, Dolphins fan. Tebow is my guy growing up. And I have an inscribed Tim Tebow jersey to me, and then has a couple of other inscriptions about him winning the Heisman Trophy, the national championship in 2006 and 2008 with the University of Florida.
Go Gators!
That's a really cool piece. And then there's also another cool piece I have a 8x10 photo signed of him. So in 2018, against LSU, he got put into the Ring of Honor, and he gave a really cool speech at halftime. And basically a shortened version of that speech was, I was born a Gator, I played as a Gator, I'll die a Gator. So I had a ticket stub from that game, and I got an 8x10 photo of him overlooking in the swamp, looking to the sky, and had him sign the photo and got that inscription, and then framed that up with the ticket stub, and then had the nameplate kind of made up of, we defeated, I think, top 5 ranked LSU LSU. Joe Burrow was on that team in the Swamp, and it's just a really cool game, and also cool for him to be inducted into the Ring of Honor. So the jersey and then that piece, I'd probably say are some of my favorite pieces in my collection.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Is there an autograph that Palm Beach Autographs has that you want, that you're like, have your eye on, or anything that you don't have that you would love to have?
I don't think so. I think working here for a little
It's one of
bit,
the perks of working here, right?
I've been very blessed to kind of like, all right, here's kind of the stuff that we have, pick and choose the best one. I try to go and have in collecting, quality over quantity, but I think something that as I've grown up, kind of going from a young man to a man working at this company, is kind of learning that in life, it's not so much of what you collect or what you have or what you acquire. It's kind of the person that you are. And just the culture that we have here is really learning that, and so cool to meet a lot of the guys that we meet and have the opportunity to collect a lot of the things that we collect, but kind of keeping the main thing. And that's kind of a motto that was listening to like a hype video of Tom Brady on not quitting, and then that was said, and something that I apply to hear and think about. So yeah.
Nice. If you can only choose one, favorite athlete, favorite team.
Oh, that's easy. Tim Tebow, Florida Gators.
All right,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I also love Tebow, so I think that's a great answer.
If I had to pick a second one, just because I've talked about Tebow a lot, it would be Tom Brady, just because of his aspect of, not quitting, taking things a day at a time, not going and, he says all the time, I wasn't trying to go and be a 7-time Super Bowl champion. I was just trying to be the best player that I can be. I was just trying to be the best teammate that I could be. And if all of us took that into life of not quitting, just being the best we possibly can be, and just focusing on this day today, I think that could, help a lot of people succeed.
Absolutely. Tom Brady and Tim Tebow, both so inspirational. And if you want their autographs, you can get them at palmbeachautographs.com. Favorite, because I know it's not just sports here, right? We've got entertainment memorabilia. What is your favorite movie, favorite TV show, favorite celebrity?
That's a great question. I'm not so much big into the TV shows, celebrity sort of thing, but if I had to pick one, Jason Sudeikis, we have a Ted Lasso piece. Love that show. One of my favorite shows. We have a really cool piece of cut, and it's underneath a movie poster of Ted Lasso. Nice. So I'd probably say that'd probably be my favorite one, that, on the entertainment
Nice.
side.
I see a theme here, Tom Brady, Tim Tebow, Ted Lasso. You like inspirational, feel-good stories, athletes, people, and I like all that stuff too. I mean, it's a really feel-good show, Ted Lasso, so of course you guys have a Ted Lasso piece. I'm not surprised. Jason Sudeikis, very funny actor. All right, so what is something about you, Jacob, that most people don't know or would be surprised to know? What can you share with our followers?
Man, that's a great question. Some people might know it, some people might not know it. But when I was at the University of Florida, I served as like the mic man, the hype man, which was just an amazing blessing and a phenomenal opportunity to do. And growing up as a Gators fan, as we talked about before, just very privileged and blessed to have that opportunity and fulfill a dream. So that'd be something that a lot of people might not know, but it's a little fun fact about me.
Yeah, that's really cool. If I ever have a party I need a hype man, I know who to go to. What is the best advice you've ever been given?
Some of the best advice that I've ever been given is don't give somebody advice unless they ask for it. That's some really good advice. Shout out to my buddy Paul Pence, one of my roommates, great guy, really good friend, but he went and told me sometimes it's like, as somebody who's motivated and loves to help people, sometimes, you go from trying to help somebody to telling somebody what to do, and it's like somebody wants help, they'll go and they'll ask for it, and they'll ask for advice. Sometimes if you ask or give somebody advice that they don't want, it might come across the wrong way. So that'd probably be the best piece of advice that I've gotten.
Yeah, it falls on deaf ears, and then they think you're a jerk. Who's this guy telling me what to do? Couldn't agree more. Okay, on the flip side, have you ever gotten terrible advice? Like, is there just the worst advice that you've ever heard where you're like, this person's nuts?
Man, yeah, I'm trying to think of some bad advice that I've gotten. Sometimes I try to forget about the bad advice, so that's why it's hard to remember. But definitely have gotten bad advice. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now.
That's good, though. You don't want to retain the bad advice. So.
Yeah.
All right, see that? If you get bad advice, just let it go in one.
I'll say this. I just thought of something. is I feel like in life, and specifically in work, there's a role and job for everybody. But I think, bad advice might be potentially somebody might be too big for a specific role. You know what I mean? Too higher up, too whatever. Could be in work, could be in life, could be how people treat other people. And I just think of the way on some of the great leaders that we've ever seen, just the humbleness and the ability to go down to people's level and serve them in a specific way. That would be the bad advice, is saying you're too good to potentially help people that might not be in the position that you are. If that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Couldn't
that would
agree
be the bad
more.
advice.
I like it. I like it. All right, we're getting close to the end here because I know you're a busy guy. He's got a lot to do for the company, for you guys, the fans. So before I go, this is one of the most important questions. Who is your GOAT? Is it Michael Jordan in basketball? Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Man, that's a great question. I was always a Michael Jordan fan, just in the ability of, when it mattered the most, can you go and get over the hump? Can you go and perform when it matters the most? And obviously him going 6-0 in finals appearances speaks to that. But you got to respect what LeBron has done in just his entire career, most points scored ever, just his ability to defend well and the longevity and how long he's played basketball. I'd have to go Michael Jordan on a slight little edge, but you got to give LeBron his respect. So.
All right, that's a great answer. Diplomatic. You can run for politics someday. Now, the GOAT of the GOAT, you going Jordan or Brady?
I got to say Tom Brady for one specific reason.
I knew he was going to go Brady.
When you have more championships than any other franchise in your sport, that just is the mic drop right there. So that's my little last statistic. More championships than any other franchise in their sport. Nobody else can say that. Mic drop, Tom Brady.
Okay, and last two questions here. What is happening in the near future of Palm Beach Autographs that you're personally excited about?
Yeah, so we're just growing a lot. We're expanding into the Nashville market, Tennessee. I have some family. Shout out to my family and friends that are up there. And we're going to be expanding into Nashville. We're going to be partnering with the Nashville Predators and going to be doing auctions at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Also, we're going and growing more in Tampa. We're going to be opening up 2 retail stores, this year. And just the opportunity and the growth for the company of not just Nashville, but beyond, working with other professional sports teams, and just really kind of going in, creating a larger business, but also having that, small company, family-owned feel. And, one of my favorite things about Palm Beach Autographs is just the way that we treat everybody here, and then also how we treat our customers, and just having customer service, regardless, without a shadow of a doubt, number one priority. So growing and then still having our priorities in check, which we are, is really exciting, and then growing the Palm Beach Autographs family. So.
It's one of my most favorite things about the company. No matter how much they grow, no matter how much bigger they get, it still has that family, very personal. Every event that I'm at, I'm just amazed at how well you guys run it, how kind everybody is to all the fans. Because it would be easy, because you're under time constraints and you got to get people in and get them out, otherwise they'll be online forever. But I just think all of you guys do a fantastic job of keeping things moving and going quickly, but also giving everybody their time with the athletes and, the attention and respect and the kindness that they deserve for supporting what we do here. So I commend you. And speaking of our amazing fan base and followers, this is the end. Is there anything you would like to say to people as we sign off here?
Yeah, just thank you so much for your support over the course of the last couple of years. In December, I'll be with the company for 7 years, and just how much support and love the companies feel. And we appreciate you guys, and we hope that the events that we put on are events that you guys enjoy and love coming to. And it's cool. It's like we talked about. It's not just the aspect of the business side, but just the personal connections of going to sporting events, Florida Panthers games and stuff, and having conversations, on your own time with customers and stuff, and building friendships and bonds from that. So we just appreciate all the love and support that you guys give us. And we hope we can continue to provide great events and great stuff for that you guys enjoy.
I have no doubt you will continue to do an excellent job for another 7 years and beyond, Jacob. Thank you for sitting down with me today.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thanks for watching, guys.
See you guys. Have a great one.